Poison Clouds going straight to that operator spot on A will slow down the rounds a little bit, but I think the initial strategy of each team, drones up mid, figure out what the movement is, Viper walls and Sage over towards B, as it has just become that meta. But it's the post plan on B, it has slightly been changing in how teams like to either leave somebody on yellow, pile everybody back in, start taking a bit of that middle channel between both long B and mid, and there's still, I think, a big variation of how that area is played, just beyond the ice wall down, Viper wall down. Now we're in here for post plan.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. Very quickly, worth touching on, they played ICEBOX in the best of 3 that they played a couple of days ago. This one went in favor of Sentinels, but it was a close one. It was 13-11. Both teams rattled off an obscene amount of rounds at one time. Sentinels opened the half.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, 9 rounds in a row, so it should be a good one. This time, Sentinels starting off on the attack. We'll see what they can make happen. No cheeky buys quite yet, just really ghosts and a bit of utility across the board. A couple of sheriffs. Sentinels looking to test the waters, B.
For Zoms, he's just putting up a late wall, so no indicator of Zom's wall to start, right? He's looking at possible angle, watching mid too, but even XSET pinged out what Zom's wall could be coming across that B area, so they might be a little bit thrown off. They're going to hold that wall. Looks like it may be what cuts off screens here as they make their way to A. Now look for what elevation is changed and who starts to get up higher. If they all stay on the floor, it becomes a bit tougher, and that's TENS going down right away as they walk it into A.
Zekin already starting off with Arena in perfect fashion as he dismisses. You see some of the prowess that she's able to bring to a
I didn't miss
map like
anything.
this, but Sentinel still managed to take the
TENS
site.
is dead.
Slightly tattered, slightly battered as they've dropped one, but
One
they've
kill?
managed to take
Not so
control.
bad.
Now, it's going to be on XSET to retake. They're in a decent spot, but they're starting to drop both Zekin and Def, excuse me.
Wow, these classics.
Have lost their lives along with Pure. Sentinel's just like zero regard.
Don't overextend. Oh my god, brother.
Looking to do a bit of the same as it's just down to 1. Sick. In a 1v1 against Aaron, 25 health. He's starting to heal himself up a bit as the spike continues to tick away.
Ooh.
He understands where he is. Aaron goes aggressive, and Sick rips him right back down. A 4K to start the map.
Both Sick and Aaron. Oh my word. These two have been popping off throughout this entire series. Can't stop Sick though, whether he's on a Sky, whether he's on a Phoenix, or now on the Battle Sage. This guy does it all. Cleans up that round. Nicely done. And it was chaos too. XSET's idea to get back in was full charge. They were hopping around corners, triple bursting, and making sure they could spread a little cheese on them classic shots. So really nicely done to make that round work in Sentinel's favor. Sick comes up big once again, and that means res and a little bit more money for Sage utility on the board. Oh, Sick.
They've been had.
Oh, Sick.
They've been had. You saw them dial a pretty heavy aggression down B long, but the drone actually comes around Viper wall at just the right time to spot where that was coming in, and that's going to drop Def instantly. Pierre's going to fall as well. It didn't look like it was much of a buy-up from XSET, but a great read from Sentinels.
Long walk, or watch, I should say, all the way on the backside of A. TENS has this on lockdown, and they are
Second
just
round
looking
res.
for A or in right now.
Yeah, that'll be helpful.
I'm okay hanging out here. Playing a little
The res
trickery with
isn't
his
as
gas
good as
ball.
like.
Oh,
It's good,
that
but
timing
it
almost catches a bunch of paint shells. Now it's gonna be the hunt.
needs to be.
It's gonna be TENS. Picks up that headshot with.
I don't know. You
Spectre
could
and
do it in
flawless.
such a way where like you
Go clean up.
can play the res on this map in such an interesting way, because if you go on belt, for example, if somebody's on belt and they take a duel, so like, all right, TENS, go up on belt and duel. So he can run up, and as long as he stays right here on the line, he'll die and his body's gonna fall back here. So it's a safe res. That's what's kind of cool about being Sage on this map, is you can get the res kind of free and get away with taking crazy aim duels. Not all maps are like that, though, where you can take an aim duel and get a free res at the same time.
This bonus
Sage res is good on this map, I feel like, in comparison to others.
should be sitting pretty financially.
Even like back
You see
here,
the wall
like back
coming
here
up,
by yellow,
from
taking a
Def
duel
to
out
deny
here,
entry through.
also works very well,
Two.
because if they take a duel there and then they get a wall down
right
with
now.
the plant and the res, like it just
Today.
works so well.
A little rotation out of mid by Zoms as he makes sure nobody's doing anything tricky. Fast plant with the walls going down here, coming in from
blows.
Sentinels.
Why would he
They're
plan
looking-
it?
Oh my word!
Why would they
BCJ
give
at the last
Sick-
moment, Doug?
That's weird. Six the one that can res. He already has his ult. Give it to somebody else.
But the wall is there to deny.
That's a throw.
IMO. But it comes down. Tens is dropped. The spike did fall. I see it's creeping his way around yellow. See this wall goes down, and Shazam drops shortly thereafter. They take the fight to Sentinels, and they pick them apart. It's just Zombs who slowly
I don't like that strat.
his way around, but
I don't like that call from whoever called that. I don't like that. It is to have a second or a first gun round res is so huge. I think you take advantage of that. And sure, if you're gonna do that strat, at least flip the planters. Give the plant to fucking Shaz, or give the plant to Dap or whatever. Just give it to somebody else. You could still run up and do the Sage Wall. That's a terrible Sage Wall, by the way. You could still run up and do the Sage Wall, but have somebody else be the planter. That's just everything. That execution, everything there was just not it. They fucked it all up, unfortunately. I think they know that. It's just an in-the-moment kind of error across the board. Oh, well. Oh, I muted. Sorry.
I mean, they've got...
I was like, why is it so quiet?
Like we said, in the pockets of BCJ, Sick has the res as well. Much more of a precautious look, really, from both squads. Oh my gosh, what a pick from Shazam! Right
See,
now.
that's what they needed to do the last round. This round works too, though. Take a little duel, win the duel.
Long shots.
You lose, you got a little safety res. I think they're gonna win this round.
The wall's coming through now. 8 shells to the right side of A, and it looks like Pure is going to have to back off here, but he doesn't get the chance. Zombs up high, able to take him down, and across the rope they go. Inside A site, BCJ trying to hold down what he can for a little bit of help.
Yeah, you see Aaron has shown up, but it's a 2v5. Make that a 1v4.
Yo, BCJ?
Not able to get the third. It looked close.
Nice.
But he wasn't able to
kind of
land the shot,
nice.
so Sentinels take a
BCJ, you looking for a
lead.
team?
Just making sure that last player was dead, because you couldn't be too sure. An excellent start from Sentinels to start off ICEBOX.
Yep. We can kind of see the same thing in reverse now that the tables have turned for a new map. Sentinels are doing the same thing to XSET that happened to Tens. That we saw in Haven. Tens continue. As like I said, he is catching some unlucky shots, and those were always when he had ult or wasn't getting ult. And now they're denying the stack on those ults. He is not getting enough frags. They're shutting him down, and it does become a detriment if you don't have those wave storms coming up to help control the game and economy. Not necessary, but we will keep an eye on that throughout the match, as we did in Haven. Round 5 here, Doug, and it's both bit of guns eco buy here for XSET for Sentinel's weapons.
XSET's actually really good. Yeah.
Delivered a green, crispy shot onto Zekin. Almost did
XSET as an org, though. How big is XSET? I feel like it can't be, they're not like TSM level, right?
Unscathed as well. So for Sentinels here, they tested the waters, try to get that early pick, and this has really been their approach on the attacking half so far, right? Like, we're going to poke things out, we're going to feel out what the defenses of XSET look like, and then they're going to bust a move. You've got BCJ still holding that ult. He's also about to get a good bit of info with that drone.
No, they're pretty small. Yeah. That's the beauty of, like, being a good player on a team like XSET. I'm not saying, like, anybody's going to leave or whatever, but if you're a BCJ and you get offered, 30 grand a month to play on TSM, you're going to be like, okay.
Oh, BCJ just swings and finds Sick after a game of cat and mouse.
Right, here comes the spike, and there's the Hunter's Fury exactly at the right time, and he tagged up the player he was looking for, tagged a second. Not able to land the kills, but a decent amount of damage has been done.
He just missed
now Zomb's looking to get the spike down. 10 seconds left, just in the nick of time. And just to extend the round. 10.
Stupid gun.
It's messed up.
So dumb. So dumb.
Dapper might be in some trouble too. No, definitely needs to turn around. He's not able to land the shots. Aaron does, however, clean that up. Shazam falls shortly thereafter. XSET get to 2.
Whoa. And what a round of patience we saw from Sentinels there. It looked like Sick was going to do so much damage, and BCJ once again turns the play on its head. And that
do pro players have sort of a pro house? Some of them.
Happens
not all.
As soon as the B strat goes
I
around.
feel like in gaming, we've gone, especially in the FPS market, we've gone from like gaming, not gaming houses, right? And then getting a gaming house and then going back to just being online. I feel like FPS doesn't know what the right place is. Like, I think in League team houses are pretty common.
focus on all doors.
But the reason why though is because in League it's all structured, right? Like each weekend they're going to a studio and playing from it. Like if Valorant gets to the point where there's a studio in LA and every weekend there's matches from that studio, then everybody's gonna move to LA and they'll all have team houses and shit. I just don't know if that's what they're gonna do.
No, it's interesting. No KJ, no Cypher. Everything requires so much watching of the flank or position retaking. If you've left an area for a while, it definitely slows rounds down. And it allows you to see what a team's intentions are based on numbers and where they are, right? Always having somebody on the flank. A mix and match now of utility to the right. So
LA is not the move. Well, the reason I say that is because Riot's here, right? Riot's in Santa Monica, so that's why League of Legends is played here in Santa Monica. I'm pretty sure.
They've got a recon guard as well.
So I figure if they're already here, why not make Valorant also in Santa Monica or something?
BCJ stuffs it right off the bat. Here comes the showstopper though. Ten's buying so much space. The res comes through to deny, but Def's in a great spot. Def not able to get anything other than the first. As BCJ and Def both drop, Sick gets control of the site for Sentinels, and the spike goes down. Zekin not going to be able to do anything either, as Pure and Aaron are left alone. They're starting to rotate over, and they're going to be able to come in from different fronts, which is ideal. You're walking into a 2v4.
Really great traded positions here and how Sentinels was setting up this round. Throw off XSET. Zombs already on the backside for 2, but Pura stops him just for 1. And now
Raze is not good on this map. Raze ain't bad, but
when we saw
I don't know. Raze ain't bad.
Zombs,
I guess you can pick Reyna or something, but still.
Over to B. I love seeing rotations like that. You're keeping your numbers stacked on the sides. You're not just saying, hey, yeah, 4 over here, 1 can fake. They're selling a fake. Sentinels knew exactly what they were doing. They've been using this round time really well on the ones they just capitalize and make XSET look like they've been running around.
Absolutely agree with you, Riv. And again, it was like a great look. The investment of ultimates and the trades there were just beautiful to really open up the site. And again, it was on Zekin there to make something happen.
I like Raze on this map.
It's going to be a lighter buy. Previously, it was Dapper, I believe, who was on the Sheriff.
Raze is more of like a team kind of character,
okay, so
and Reyna's more of an individual character. I think they both work on this map, but it depends on how you're playing or what your strats are and things like that.
Viper util to control B long. And Shazam being spotted there isn't going to be the one to draw early blood, but Tens is.
Just feeling the reads this far into the round, knowing that, you know, rifles are up, forward positions are going to be checked at high or low elevation for the A site. A nice read there as they start off the round with a kill on the
Oh, wow.
And Pure Tens again onto Zekin.
And it's
he is just on fire now. Can he finish another one? Paint shells out as he gets pulled back.
Oh my god, 4 fucking bullets.
Onto BCJ.
Oh my god.
They got to send a firing squad to take care of Tens. Meanwhile, the plays on the opposite side of the map. As soon as that first pick came through, you saw, who was that? Excuse me.
Aaron. You do that all the time. He like freaks out and flicks, and then he right clicks and shoots. He did that last time and got him killed.
Attention that's demanded by Tens on that site that they invest everything to try to take care of him, just to find out that that's never where the situation was going down.
God, his aim's steady though.
And 2,
it's nice.
but he's got nothing more than 6 health, and that was that. So, I mean, a beautiful round from Sentinels. They played the rotations well. Tens was enough of a nuisance to cause problems for XSET to get them to 5.
A 4K for Tens on that. These opening shots right here is just understanding your opponents, what they might want to do. I'm sure there hasn't been a precedent set that somebody's peaked at every time, but you can feel the ebb and the flow in the game. And on the next gun round, your opponents may want to set up aggressively. Ten's working very, very well around that mindset right now to keep the team in the lead. But along with everybody else, Viper's Pit up, Hunter's Fury is up. Quite a bit of plant agency right now, if they can get the spike to the side on the side of Sentinels. Oh, Tens. Just first bloods everywhere today.
Tens is definitely making the right choice using the Phantom. The Phantom's just so insane. And he was always like, he was always using the Vandal, and he's great with the Vandal, of course. I mean, he could just be so much better. And now he's using the Phantom, and that's great.
Low risk, high reward.
That's awesome.
Catch Sentinels off guard, but even with that aggressive dial up, coming out from Zekin to take that space away past 410. There just wasn't
Knife him,
way to
knife
get
him,
past
knife him,
Sentinels,
knife him,
right?
knife him.
Like, you can deny some
He's
space.
gonna knife
But
him.
if you're not going to get past Sentinels, it's not going to matter. And it's only going to... Oh, no. Oh, not like this.
Okay. Pour one out. We're all right. Here we are, right in between. Zoms drops BCJ and Pure to end the round. A flawless round and a sharpening of the blade, as it were, to end that one out. Here we go into round 9. Tens and sick. It looks like Tens woke up a little bit from Haven. He is now.
You think that
feeling
being
it
a specialist
and
in
taking
Valorant
control
limits
of
a
the
team
games we
too
expect.
much?
And like I said, Tens absolutely. I wouldn't
yeah,
say it's like
no.
personally
In
no,
this
but
game,
watching him
this
play,
is a
he
game where
loves
you
ICEBOX,
cannot just
being
be
able
a
to mess with the
specialist. You can't just be an
elevations, and
opper
just
that
have a
plays
bunch of
Jet
different angles to
24/7.
play on.
You will
He's
not
in those
succeed if that's the kind of
situations,
player you are.
1v1, 1v2s.
You need to be able to adapt and play
Keep an eye
everything.
on Pure with the op, and we're seeing like a little bit more firepower brought to those
Because the
early,
future of this game
aggressive peaks
is-
on duels. You still got Shazam up there, and you still got Tens up there.
Counter picks,
What they
essentially.
don't know is that there's an op on the other side. Will that be the difference maker? Aaron's already been tagged up. Zoms has been had. His position has been had. We're already seeing some of that op. pull off. Zekin tries to dial up a bit of a different aggressive look. He gets cleaned up as the middle of the map is not available for XSET.
In Zoms, the wall has not been thrown early. Only when they need it. Only when they need it. It's not even a fake strat.
Like, it
for
might
them
work
right
for now
to say,
if
"Oh,
you
it'll
pick
go to
one
B,
character
maybe we won't
and that's
use it
all
because
you
we
play
can
always.
put up the gas
But
pedal later." It has just not been
it's not going to work
used.
a year or two down the road.
We're
It just
seeing
won't.
that be completely
I mean, I
healthy.
feel like
We're
it's not
also
even
getting
working
no
now.
information to XSET on my-
It's getting to the
on my
point where it's
team.
even hard
That
now,
poison
you
order
know?
mid. And there's the res on the BCJ to reset things a little bit here.
Damn, he got away.
4v4.
Barely.
Got sketchy for a
he's-
moment.
He's back, but he's back with 13 health.
Yeah.
Not a ton to work with.
Oh,
Let's see if
no.
they're able to make that op sing. No, an arrow miss. He's going to dash away, but they don't expect Def.
Go.
Def go down to 1, and Tens gets ripped down as well. Shazam, though, looking to equalize things.
Ah.
Pure still has that op in his hands. What a shot. They even gave him the shoulder peek, the jiggle, but it didn't matter. Shazam's going to get cleaned up. Excellent response from XSET to get them to 3.
Nicely done. Not overcommitting too much after they lost the few in tube. They knew the attackers always have to come to your side of the map. Wait
I love
it
you
out,
guys,
play
Gold.
the angles.
Love you too,
Def
man.
Nicely pushed up to make sure that happens. Death's position as well, being able to push up like that, while scary. We're always talking about how people can get up for more audio cues. Hearing slight things in the around that will help them do that. His position there where he was on pipes in A. I should say under pipes. Round 10, Doug. It's the operator here, and we'll see if we can get a big frag out of Pure.
Slightly different look from Sentinels here, right? Like, the story has been slow, default, feel things out, but look at how aggressively they've worked under tube. They're looking to fully send towards B. You've got Shazam, or excuse me, Dapper, who's still playing back, and they've got him in a pinch. Dapper's in a great spot here. They've taken B. They've got the spike down. Dapper can be the one to blow this thing up if he's able to catch the 2 remaining members working their way around. Shazam's been spotted.
This is a 5v5 retake. Look at where these positions are. Fucking orange under a window. Oh my god, an alt center site. This is so.
Come out from BCJ, tagged 1.
That sucks.
Yeah, he gets a second Pure with
That-
optics
it's all
as well.
falling apart so
Along
fast.
with Aaron, as Sentinels just fall apart. It's just Tens and Shazam that remain in this round. Second starts on
They
the
needed
tap.
to-
Shazam, good for
they
one.
didn't
He's
do
gonna
it.
stick He's gonna have to. No, he does pull
So
off.
they
That's
didn't
33
do it,
well.
but they needed to. Somebody needed
In
to
a
make a
1v3,
play
but no,
somewhere to
there's
give them a
just
little
no
bit more
easy way in,
space,
right? Like,
right?
there's no
Because there's 3 here. One was orange, one was under steps, and one was like in between orange and sight. They needed someone to make a play somewhere, whether that's in the window, whether that's in the tube area. They needed somebody to take space and just go for it, because a 5v5 retake, when you're all stuck in there, there's so many freaking angles. It's tough. Someone needed to take something from them. And maybe that's what they were trying to do. Maybe that's how they died. Maybe they were trying to take that space from them, and that's how they died. I'm not sure. I didn't get to see it. We didn't, you know. Observer missed it all of it.
And Aaron will now set off Viper's Pit on A. Round 11, it's going to be a B.
Pure starting to feel himself with that op as he gets an early pick onto Sick. Shazam not able to replicate that success, at least quite yet. So we're back to where we started, right? We're back to a defaulty look, and that's almost necessary when you've got a Viper's Pit right off the bat. A great pick from Def to open things up as well. onto Dapper, but Tens, yeah, Tens isn't going to make anything happen either. So 5v2 very comfortably in favor of XSET. And XSET, while it didn't look pretty at first, Riv, they've clawed their way back into this thing.
It's going Rome.
Making it work. I mean, Sentinels is definitely making them work for it a lot. Zoms has been coming up
Frames
with
are
such
dropping.
good frags, being in a position to advance in mid or get a frag.
They're turning this half around a little bit.
But we talked about the no flanks earlier. You always have to be watching, or you have to be committing to what you're
It's
doing.
so funny how the FPS just
Shazam
drops
take a little
randomly
bit of
on
advantage
stream.
of that, but he's got his work cut out for him.
He's looking to try to keep the op, and well, forget about keeping the op. If you can deliver some business over to Def, why not? Shazam's got the
Bro, I thought he was gonna die.
storm, but Pure's just waiting with an op on the other side as well, and with 17 seconds left, you've kind of got to commit to doing this. Pure has heard it. No, oh my gosh. Oh, that's pretty.
You think
Pure
he's made
wins
that
the
shot
round
before?
for XSET. Yeah, he might have had Spidey sense of tingling to understand where that was going to be.
You know, one of the things I saw coming into this, Doug, was the no killjoy, no cipher. They aren't necessary, but it does mean that flank game has to be at 110%, or somebody's going to
You
be
think
around
KO's
you.
an
Both
agent
teams
most
can do it
team
to each other.
comps
So it's not like
will
one
run?
has a benefit
Yeah, I
over
think
the
so.
other, but
I think a lot of
we've
people are
seen
gonna
a
run
lot
KO
of flanks come in big
in the next 2 weeks
control
or whatever.
these rounds. Almost 6-6 for your first.
I think
half.
KO's
Let's
very
see if
good.
That can bring it to even. Holy moly, they're moving forward.
It's going to be fast from both, right? You've got the Bladestorm and the Showstopper, and you've got
dear.
Nop in the hands of Pure, so they're both going in aggressive. Pure, Bladestorm winning the duel against Shazam. The res is going to come out, though, as they're going to double down on the efforts. Tens with the Showstopper, not connecting with anything as he gets ripped down from the skies as well. The courtesy.
He shot
Second
at nothing.
op
That
still in hand
sucks, man. There was
of
so
Pure,
much
and
going
this
on.
one
He
has
just
not
shot
made
it.
its way past 410. There hasn't been a way in. Shazam's going to drop for the second time. As Zekin goes in aggressively. Pure up
Jesus.
from the top rope. Gets dropped at the hands of Sick. The wall goes up as Sick looks to get in a bit of elevation as well. As Zoms drops a 4v2 heavily in favor of XSET here. I say heavily now.
What a
3v1.
last round of the half.
As
What
Dapper's
a
the last
shit
one standing.
show.
Dapper filthy shots. He's got 3 health, Riv, and that's all.
What a
he's
shit
got
show.
a 6-6 half. What a response.
The war charge for the last round of the first half. You love to see that clash happening on pipes. What an awesome round for both teams to stick in it there today. It came down to basically creating different angles or trying to figure out what your opponent wasn't looking at here. It seemed like XSET just had eyes on every angle.
A little bit of a
Sentinels started
bummer
it
for
off.
Sentinels to
What a
have
fantastic job across that
XSET
first half.
have
We've
that
seen
little
the
bit of a
replays here,
comeback, but
and
alright.
6-6 is
Yeah.
one way to do it.
And again, remember, like, this wasn't an ideal start. Oh, man, this always feels so bad. It almost feels worse the second time you see it. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Like, it's an unpleasant reminder
you got a
of what
scratch
went
on your
down.
back?
yeah, this is a little bit of a
Yeah,
disappointing
we'll help
half.
you with
Just
that.
winning pistol and having
But
a
for now,
6-6 is
XSET on the attack, turning all of their
sad,
attention
but-
over towards B. They're going to have to work through the Viper util that Zoms
Could always
has
be
set up,
worse,
and they
right?
seem to have no problems with it now. You've got Aaron who's going to be dropping his own, and that
Yep.
should be a telltale sign of where the hit's going.
1 wall, 2 wall. Remember, you do have 10's retake with paint shells coming back into the site, so they have a better chance to clear what's
you gotta look away, man.
B.
You gotta
And it
turn
looks
your
like
body
everybody- no,
when you
2-3,
plant
3
there.
long B,
Look
2 on
towards yellow
See
so
how
you don't
can
break
defend
the
this one
wall.
with gas walls
Come
going up
on.
and down, Doug.
You guys are
Got
paid
Aaron who also still has one step left. You see him playing back for a couple of post plants.
Now look at that.
On
There's
the tap.
diffusing.
The
Okay, well, he
shells.
didn't get the half, which
Yep, and Aaron
is
has already
fortunate for
used
him,
the snake
but
bite as well. So
fucking
you see
hell.
that going in aggressive. You draw that out early on, and now the fight can ensue.
What is that? What
Zom's
the-
waiting as the wall goes down.
That is
and
a
hello,
interesting-
surprise, a couple members on the other side. BCJ
Interesting wall.
And Zekin deal significant amount of damage as Zekin has already gotten 3. Dapper's left alone in this 1v2. A wall keeping things at bay. Zekin gets to 4.
Maybe he wanted to break the
gets
wall.
7.
True. I mean, yeah.
Shot
Maybe he
dart
did
to
want
the
to break the
card.
wall. That you might be right, actually.
Nice
Maybe
try.
he did.
That,
Maybe he did,
honestly,
yeah.
Coming in there, Dapper almost had the 1v1 to make that happen, but the last pieces
Yeah,
of wall.
you might be right.
Seeing that
That's true.
the paint shells go out with the gas wall up, I thought was a little odd because that those paint shells are supposed to push everybody out of the area they're holding. With the gas wall still up, that gave no free shots. So only doing a bit of damage there. The retake was under pressure, so it's not like you have years to wait to throw those paint shells, so no real error there, but just the way that worked was unfortunate. 7-6 here. Sick pushed up. Is Loving getting in these tight spots, but goes down quick on that one.
Hard and heavy hit towards B. You had the Marshall in the hands of Zoms. And while he's still alive, he hasn't been able to do much with it. Look at that, a full 7 Pures, clip runs dry. Fortunately for him, Zekin was there to help things out. A 4v1 here. Zekin already has the Empress online in this half of 4K for him, as it's just been 4Ks, 3Ks aplenty in this best of 5.
All right, XSET feeling good on the eco. They go through, and you're right. There have been quite a few 4Ks.
Do you think Valorant will have
3Ks,
agent bans?
players throughout this
No,
series.
I don't know.
That
I have no
definitely
idea.
makes it
I truly don't
a
know.
little more fun when the orbs are coming in excess for some people. Right now, the Empress there for Zekin could make some plays if they want to keep this controlled, but it's going to be no bonus. Again, we see BCJ just going for the more utility.
Zekin's gonna
along
pop
with
that
the
ult
Sheriff,
and
maybe
try to
making
frag
sure
out.
Somebody else can have a bite down the line.
Yeah. What a good teammate.
Yeah, making drops. You're going to be broke a bit. You stay back. You give the intel. So they won the last round they did this, so let's see.
It's true. Aaron has put up the wall, so you hear the Empress coming online as well. The Lear's gonna come out.
Well,
Ten should have a great
that didn't
idea
work.
of where it is. He
That's
had
huge.
the elevation. Shazam gets the kill onto Pure as well. And using Room, but Aaron turns around. Wow! Perfect play from Aaron to play around that utility and get the kill. Dapper still in the back of the site though, and they have a good idea of where he is. Dapper
Well, they
cleans it
got out.
up. Shazam follows as
They got
well.
out.
Sentinels take that round away. It was a bonus from XSET, but it was a pretty round from Sentinels nonetheless.
What a cheeky little round. I love that push by Aaron.
That
Also,
nade, that
Boombot,
Tenz's
question mark?
utility there
What
was
are you
really,
looking
really
at?
good.
Tenz, they're getting thrown off guard, but really great recuperate there by Sentinels to make sure that site was not even
Flex Ninja
taken.
leaving the sub. Welcome back.
See what happens here. That was the save off, like we said, eco for XSET.
How that bot not detect
CJ
him?
held a bit of
Just
that
barely
cash.
out of that
Utility
radius,
was a
I guess.
priority in their beginning rounds. Now, alt points, nobody really on deck here. Shazam is quite close along with Dapper, 2 away. We'll see if those come into play in the next few rounds.
Viper's wall, and every round it's been pretty telltale, right? That Viper's wall goes up,
Push
and
on
that's
A
exactly
already.
where XSET want to go. Yeah, and look, yeah, you're right. And it's because of that, right? Between the drone and the wall going up, it's telltale that that's where they want to go. Sentinels read off of that. You've got Shazam, who's already taken a ton of space away. So if for some reason this does not work on B, you don't have a ton of options to rotate back, right? Because you're going to walk into Shazam, the middle of the map, maybe, but they've got to commit to it here. This is probably their best chance at success. And as the round continues to go on, Shazam takes more and more space away, this time alongside Dapper. BCJ and
What
Dapper
a
already
nade.
dropped as Sentinels, with their full grips and fingers around every single area of the map, have denied so much space. They've suffocated what XSET have. Oh, Aaron. That's going to open things up. You've got Pure and Zekin both so low health, though. Aaron,
my
good
God.
for another. I mean, those are
Aaron's-
both flanks.
That's huge this round. Remember what I was saying? There's no flank protection. Shazam, easy frag there. Now the map is completely open.
30 seconds left.
Let's go,
Oh,
Tenzz.
but it doesn't work. The last one, he
Oh
tries to
no.
do 10s and A in the
Zomb's
1v1.
Nash, she's got 4 health.
That
Nice.
was that bought XSET space. Oh, that
Oh
for
my.
a moment bought them space, but Zekin's got to go huge here. 32 health.
Oh my god, he knows. He knows.
1v1.
No! He smelt him.
Space away, but he's only got 10 seconds, right? He's got to get the spike down, and that's going to be advantageous for Tenz. As from up top, cleans up the round for Sentinels.
What a round. For the solo rotation as well. The thought behind the plays, the rotations, there should have been a cleanup. Aaron did so much damage, but for just Tenz to come over here and be the keystone to keep this round going. Absolutely incredible stuff. Well played, great calls on both sides there. But Sentinels with the edge.
Ooh, this map is dialing up, and it's really delivered as the rest of the series has. That just bodes well for what's to come. Early recon dart. There's the wall again. Right, but how do they play off of it? This time it's not going to be an aggressive hit. They also haven't had the drone to follow up with it.
Hey, whiffs happen,
He's looking
chat.
down long. He's got a mark.
Happen to all of us.
It's a lighter by the rest of the way. Pure's the only one who's got a full rifle.
Neat little double peek there on different elevations.
Way more often than you'd think, actually.
Sentinels.
Whiffs
I like
happen
the
way
variety
more
they're
often than
trying
you'd
to
think. They're
offer
so
here.
easy to
They're
happen.
walking through,
right?
like I said, give him a little bit of utility, and he'll take the agency to walk right in a fearless manner. Healed up, and they will reset now, 5v4.
If they opt to go B, you've just got Zoms. down there, and they know that no one's pushed up because BCJ's been watching long the entire time. So they're going to work the middle of the map as well, expose kitchen, try to get into an advantageous spot and work towards B. But the thing is, Sentinels are wise to it, right? Like, they're working middle as well. Shazam's just on the other side of the smoke as Def gets up.
Good rotation out by Sick. Sick can let them know that they're in the right spot, at least on this partial rotation. Oh, he's under the tube. They're going to be in kitchen right next to each other. Shazam looks up, finds one, but does he know there's two? Zoms onto another one here. We do see Shazam go down on your screen as Zoms continues to answer, Doug.
2v2, Six in a great spot, too. The Viper Spit's going to come out, but Six can clean him up. Aaron's left alone. He's got the Viper Spit. He's got a 1v1, too. But he's got to get the spike with 5 seconds. He's not going to have enough time. Riv, he's just got to find the kill, and no, Six not having any of it. He's just running for the fences. What a strange round win. And Sick gets the kill as well to give Sentinels the lead.
Sentinels taking full advantage of
at least
their
it's a close one, right?
No Cypher, no Killjoy on the outside. I was going to say no Sentinels, but that almost didn't make sense. They have completely taken over and little movement. And Sick is always the one to do that. And the information he grabs is never hard, fast, and forward. It's wait, push up, and the team can then decide what they continuously want to do as they move around the map. Again,
Why did Korea play with KO? I mean, that's just in their rules.
There was able to give them the info they needed to capitalize on the run.
Blade Storm online, both, actually. Shazam also has a Spectre in his back pocket. Don't get in your way. Well, I can't get in your way if you're dead. Zekin cleans up Zoms early on. That's not going to be a factor. You hear that? Blade Storm coming through. My gosh, the kill's coming droves.
God, the Phantom.
As Tense gets the last couple, but Zekin gets the final one. A 3K on the round to tie us up at 9. Neither team willing to give an inch.
A taste of their own medicine, XSET gives Sentinels, and the round is just as fast as we saw when Sentinels threw up the mid wall, rushed underneath tube, and went to B. Firing in all cylinders now. They're in each other's heads. They have a few flanks that work. Everything's then orchestrated perfectly to stop the flanks, and we're getting a great game because they are now just butting heads round after round.
I'm out of loop. What did Korea do? They didn't do anything.
By Sentinels, they're gonna have to wait it out. Sick
they just have different rules than.
If he can get some frags in here, that would give him the ultimate.
Than NA and EU, you know. Like, we can't play KO. Like, there's no KO allowed right now. In NA, or in Korea, there is.
5 members, excuse me. Laying down long. Aaron spots one.
Oh, my
gets the second, third. Knows where the last is. Line him up. Knock him down. Aaron gets 4. Dapper on the opposite side of the map. Stays healthy, at least for now. But that's all there is. A flawless round from XSET for them to take the lead. It was a gamble from Sentinels, and Aaron stuffed it.
Those ones feel good. Aaron's like, all right, I'm real close to having Viper's Pit once again in this situation, so no sweat there. We'll see this push up. Quick flicks in and out, never leaving himself too much in the open. And actually, the strafe timing that he had on Sentinels, picture perfect, you know, the way they were playing it. You love to pick those up. We'll see how
BCJ's keeping the Marshall. They're keeping their shitty guns. Interesting.
Now, Aaron, with
they have a Spectre and
2 votes away from having the Viper's Pit.
Yep.
Available. Zekin's got the Empress. BCJ has the Hunter Series as well. Still rocking that Marshall. So again, we see BCJ enter the round from a slight economic disadvantage in order to pan things out for his friends. But Sick. Oh, Sick. Was able to get one, but Pure trades it out. The Hunter Series going to come out from Dapper, understanding where Pure is.
Shazam,
Not
quick
able to
push
land the
already.
shots. Tense swung out as well, trying to play off of that, but it's Zekin who wins that duel.
Oh, Shazam just can't see them down that middle way. They've pushed up kitchen, one just under boiler there as they're waiting. And now Zoms is also looking underneath. The nice catch is Pure. Can't get
if he was one step closer, he kills him in one shot.
Mops the floor with Pure.
I think he was like a meter.
Shazam has
1 or 2 meters off
yet.
To one-shot him.
They may have understood
That
the spike
sucks.
was at a certain place, which is why they're not worried about the rotation of Zekin. He is the key point for XSET to win this round right now.
And that's where you gotta know your positioning, right? Like, you gotta know that that's not gonna be a
and that
wow,
rotation stops it. Shazam was able to get one. BCJ trades it out. There's Zekin on the deep flank. He's been spotted. Dapper gets away with his life. BCJ with the Marshall, not able to land the shot. Zoms wins that duel, leaving Zekin alone. Now, he's got the Empress. We mentioned it earlier, and both members are weak. So
Zekin needed to help him get out.
Not gonna to find anything quite yet, but he's still got to get to the spike. Dapper's going to run away, keeping the fight on to Zoms, and Zoms wins that duel. 10-10. I mentioned it earlier, but Riv, this really feels like two heavyweight boxers just going toe-to-toe, trading blows, and it's been so much fun to watch.
It really is, because each team is figuring out what strat is going to be the most formidable on the next round, playing off a few precedents set by their opponent. If Sentinels were to push, XSET needs to move fast. XSET does that, but then, again, no flank. Once their strat stops, they run right back in. That round, Zekin needed to take way more agency in ground. He was on that mid spot for 15, 20 seconds without entering A to find out, entering towards the kitchen to find out. So a little hesitant here by XSET, as Sentinels has just been denying them information.
Well, and once again, see Shazam has gone up aggressively. Oh, he's
Right.
responded this time. No shenanigans are coming through. BCJ channeling the Hunter's Fury. Got a tag on a Shazam, but that seems to be it. Empress has come online. Tens absolutely eliminates that right off the bat. Shazam looking for a second. He gets that and a third. For Sentinels.
Nice shot.
Four. As BCJ's the last one that remains. That, much like the last couple of rounds,
back
ended
and
almost
forth.
as quickly as it has started, Riv.
Doug, as soon as Zekin had Empress the first time it got dropped like that, that was basically a dry entry into the site with the ultimates going off. XSET, it kind of fell out of their orchestrated gameplay here, and you just see them, everybody just jumping forward, running in. There's no utility there. Shazam has been in this position multiple times, pushing forward, knowing Sick has been pushing A.
Those penguins?
And it just
What are
seemed
those?
like XSET is a little too sure of themselves with using less utility. And that can obviously be a choice to use the utility post plant, but I feel like they're Sentinels just, you can't give them that much right now.
Is playing on land and online that much different? Of course.
Waiting for entry.
Of course.
Got Zekin, who's playing a bit.
Imagine
but no one
playing in your comfort zone and then playing out of your comfort zone. It's really that simple. It's the best way of looking at it.
Shazam gets tagged up.
And still
When you play at home, you're on your computer with a million FPS that you play on every single day, hour after hour. When you're on land, you play in just like a foreign environment. New PC, new monitor, new table height.
He was gonna wait, but he heard the second
Different
person
chair,
run and
everything.
knew he had the aim to make both shots, even in the instance of action. Confident stuff coming out of Sentinels right now. They're going to be
Oh my
retaking
God,
this
the
one.
Marshall.
BCJ doing what he can as he just fires off the chamber. That's empty. Looking for the classic clip. Can he make it happen? And he does not. Draws a beautiful picture of Zoms on the wall there, if I've ever seen one. But he does get taken down in the end by Dapper. 12-10. Sentinels. This is a 12-10, but I feel like Sentinels have had quite a bit of control over the closeness in these rounds still.
Why don't they have adjustable tables? I don't know. I'm actually kind of surprised that they don't have that at tournaments where you can set your table height. Because, like, for example, for me, my comfort zone is 30.5. Like 30.5 inches from the ground, that's my comfort zone.
Be it Breeze, be it Haven, now be it ICEBOX, the recipe.
But yeah, sometimes you don't know. You know, sometimes it could be 28, sometimes it could be 32.
What makes XSET uncomfortable? That's one of the biggest things. You make your opponent play sweaty right off the bat, they are not playing their game, Doug. They're slipping and sliding all around on different thoughts of what will.
Wait, is it inches or centimeters?
Defensive Sentinels right
What
now.
metric does this company use?
Love, like I said before, that we have the one.
Anyone know?
This isn't
Anyone
a
know what
3-0
metric
either way,
Uplift
because
uses
there's
when
no
they're?
way that this series could end up.
I think
that
they'd
way.
use inches, right?
Well, evenly matched.
No.
And we'll see if XSET can bring this to
Maybe?
an overtime. They have the ultimate
I don't know.
to make it happen if they can get to a site and throw down this Viper ult.
No aggressive denial of space from Sentinels. Oh boy, here we go. That's the cue. That's a green light for them to
No
go. The
way.
showstopper gets
30
one.
centimeters is an inch?
And
Wait,
that's all it
really?
is. BCJ
Is that true?
traded
Oh, no, it's a foot.
The res
Quick
is going to come
tailwind.
through to equalize things back to a 4v4.
I don't know. I've been out of Canada so long. I don't know. I don't know these things anymore.
Rain on your mini map, holding things down.
I use
Voltorb's
ounces,
gonna
okay?
Go into the pockets of BCJ.
Use ounces. I use inches.
Eventually, bit delayed, but it is going to happen. Six in a great spot, though. Six in a great spot. Sit good for one. Not able to get the second. Pure swings around and gives it to him.
It's always really confusing to see like
With just
a
the 10
can
moments left in the
of
round.
like, you know, a drink or a bottle or whatever, and it was like 18 ounce, 16 ounce, 12 ounce. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? I didn't know what that meant for so long. I just couldn't understand it.
There are so many rounds that
And now it's
timer
just
is blinking
normal.
red, Doug. XSET pushing it to the limit each time. This time it's working for them. They're able to get the spike down. Now 45 seconds on the clock for Sentinels to change this round.
You've got Dapper, who's blinked so far back, but manages to get the kill onto second 808. Shazam with the op. Cloudburst buying him some space to move as they slowly but surely encroach a bit closer, a 2v2. Pure just waiting. Def spots one. No, Def's not able to get it. It's going to be Pure in that 1v2 to keep the round alive. He's good for one. The 1v1 as the spike continues to take
Oh
away.
my
Who's gonna
God!
take first? The dash across. Pure. Who's going to get tapped? Dapper's going to stick it. Dapper gets it to half, and then he pulls off. Pure's still waiting around, but it's just a second tap as he's just waiting, playing right around the rosy. Pure goes absolutely nuts. A Red Bull clutch to keep the map alive.
That entire time, I'm thinking Bladestorm is available. You're ready, but he's able to hold it. That's so key. Now for the final round, they can have Bladestorm Pure under pressure right here. The quick dash, knowing that's hardly ever going to be cleaned up, still has the tailwind available, and you're just playing cat and mouse. Does it beautifully. Ooh. We could be going to overtime here in map 3, Doug.
My goodness, what a round. All right, let's take stock of where we are now. It's going to be rifles, light armor in BCJ's pocket. You hear the Bladestorm comes online. A couple of key ultimates for Sentinels available. The Hunter's Fury and the Res as well as the Viper's Pit in Aaron's pocket. Shazam's already spotted.
Oh my God, he hit his hand.
Bye-bye hand.
Oh, Shazam looking for more. Not able to land the shots. He's going to dash away. Dapper bringing in the Hunter's Fury. Not going to connect onto much. Look at how XSET's already playing off, right? Like, let's wait through this. Let's weather the storm and then reassess.
Moving up, Pure did drop that rifle so he could go Bladestorm Spectre here. So you see how much XSET's trying to work together to get these rounds in their favor. Still rifles on the remaining members besides Pure with his Bladestorm. Wall's about to break and they will start to creep. Dapper, a quick jump up the steps as he once again tries to take control of Kitchen.
Exactly, the timing's so good there because as soon as the wall goes down, you see Dapper was starting to rotate. They've gotten up the kitchen, but you've got Dapper there good for one. Sick was there as well. Def comes up absolutely nuts.
Oh, BCJ, that's the fight you gotta win to bring it over.
BCJ leaving things in a 3v2 in favor of Sentinels. Sentinels looking to avoid overtime. The Viper's Pit's gonna come out.
Wait.
Oh, as Def equalizes things to 2v2. 3 for Def.
Wait.
As he gets the spike down. No, 10's.
Oh.
10's over the shoulder. Oh my gosh.
Just over the shoulder.
God,
40 health. As they're gonna have to work their way through the Viper's Pit to make this happen. Zombs with a great spot onto Def. It's just Aaron now. Aaron still has that Viper's Pit online. If there was anyone to die
they ulted back.
Fortunately, it was the counter Viper's Pit's gonna be used, so it's just gonna be green jello across everyone's screen as Tens tanking forward, going aggressive. The blast pack not throwing anyone. Aaron may spot where he is, but is he gonna drop down? It hasn't been tapped yet. But you hear the footsteps coming through. He knows where it is. He knows where the ping is. But that's the second half. Aaron wins one. Looking for the second Zombs. He challenges it. Aaron does it again. Another Red Bull clutch. Oh, baby, we're going to overtime.
Down to the last drop every single round of this ICEBOX matchup. So
I don't know if
from the first time these.
I don't know if they know, but I figured they would know. But in order to do that ult that Aaron did, it's in a specific spot. You can only do that ult from top tube. You can only do it from the top. You can't do it from the bottom. So if they saw that ult and they knew that you can only do it from the top, I thought that they would have known that he was up there, but they actually had no idea. They literally didn't know where he was, which is kind of crazy.
And it really doesn't. Like, plays like that, rounds like that, to get into overtime in a grand
because that's an ult that bleeds. It goes over here. It drops down a little bit under the bridge, and then it goes like into. It's fucking weird. It goes like deep into freaking like this area right here. It's a weird looking ult, but I didn't get to see how it looked fully, so I don't know if that's the ult they did or if that was just a random ult, you know? Because there's like a lineup to do a specific ult, and I don't know if that's the lineup that they did.
But it looks like they'll be able to set up the defense. Now the flank is being watched. A fast strat is the only way they're really going to be able to set up the knowledge that no one was behind them right away, and that's what Sentinels have done. Let's see if they can execute their post plan.
Shazam up top, understanding where the pressure is going to be coming in from.
Jesus.
For 110 is as well. My goodness, XSET hasn't been able to work their way in at all. As Sentinels refuse to give an inch. Of course, as I say that, Shazam drops, leaving BCJ. However, to make magic happen. No, he's going to drop Sentinels for now, take the attacking side of overtime.
Very clean round by Sentinels. It seems like they kind of thrive in that chaos. You can kind of equate that to their B-Haven strat. In, out, clean, and make sure you just take down the opponents as they rotate in. It seems like it's pretty methodical for them once they're able to get in that quickly and be causing a bit of chaos around the board. Seeing how XSET could play this one, we do have Vandals, Phantoms. Not going to change too much. Nobody's going for a big buy here. But it looks like
Shazzy's got the op, though.
I wonder if B's
about to open up the round.
In the start on A.
And
yeah, so the Viper's wall goes up.
Nope, the
Tens
dart.
has played this spot before, right? It was a couple of rounds ago. We saw him get the kill here and then take the showstopper in. But he's not going to have that opportunity this time around. Shazam does have an op, a glass cannon here, as the drone from BCJ should give him a little bit of room to work with. But on ICEBOX on A, man, if you're not getting past 410, it doesn't matter.
Slow play.
Tens is going to be able to call that this is not real
shot work for himself
pretty
He doesn't see
quickly.
anything on conveyor. I wonder how
Probably
long
going to start.
actually
They're going to start rotating to A.
He's going to start to
slowly
back off already a little bit.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. But that
that
dart,
alerts him.
Yep, that dart
Oh!
did something to him. Oh my gosh!
What a shot!
Yeah, what a flick! Shazam gets
Holy
one as well.
shit.
Looking for the second.
Oh!
Yeah, able to get it. The dash
What a
away, somehow
dash,
stays
bro.
alive.
Okay.
Not able to clean him up. Def,
That was
however, right in
sick.
the middle of the
He
map,
barely got around
opens
that
up
corner
a
with
bit
that
for
dash.
XSET. The thing is, BCJ's on an island here by himself. He's gotten onto the side, but he doesn't have very much as far as like resources around him. He's got the spike, but he's got to wait for his teammate to show up. He can't easily plant the spike here without fear of getting swung on, and that's exactly what's happening. They pinged him out. They know where he is. He's gonna need some help. No, the jump up. Shazam punishes Def. Good for one. 1v2. 9 seconds left. He's got to get the spike down the tap. Oh, he's gonna run out of time. He's gonna have to do this. He's gonna. Have
can
to do this
res,
old-fashioned
bro.
way.
He's got enough.
It's going to be too risky to res,
But he's
though.
going for the kill.
Be way too risky to res.
38 health. He's got the res.
Ah!
Oh my gosh!
Oh my
Jesus.
gosh, Sums! Coming
God.
down from the rope just in the nick of time to pull off the defuse to give.
What a close fucking game. Holy shit. Oh my god. Jesus. What's the next map? It's Haven, right? Oh, SEN. Wait, Haven was the first map. Huh? Hi.